Guys, you know what tonight's a good night to do, I think? Tonight's a good night to look through our compiled lib tweets.
Oh, God. It's so painful. I look through it a lot sometimes.
How many do we have?
Enough.
All right.
I just like sometimes
so
I
here,
just
I will be
streaming
the Twitter to you guys, and I will also be streaming the Twitter to here. So guys, Gabe, this is gonna be a pretty clippable moment, okay? Hopefully.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so here we're gonna read. So guys, for the last week or two, we have been compiling lib tweets or like anti-communist left tweets to show to all of you guys.
It's gonna be so painful. Oh my God.
Okay.
And
wait, here's the first one that we're starting off with.
what a take.
Okay, so here's the first thing. So the first thing I have to say to this. Here, how we call this? ML's roast the anti-communist left.
The first thing I have to say to this is, are you stupid or are you dumb?
No, yeah. So.
Oh wow! Wait! Look at their Twitter. They're a Voshite.
Of course they are.
Who the fuck? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So so the Soviet Union was a socialist transitory state, and the United States is a liberal democracy. That's all that I have to say. I think, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't socialist; it was fascist. Why? Because it makes me feel mad.
No, yeah. To that, I have to say, you are no doubt referring to whatever that motherfucker's name. It starts with an E and it has 3 letters. I can't remember what his name is. The fucking guy. Like, I know it isn't Enzo Amore because Enzo Amore is a fucking like wrestler. Evo
Morales.
Oh yeah, Evo Morales.
No, not Evo Morales. I'm talking about. Like,
wait.
The fucking like weird guy who's like has like the definition of fascism.
Wait, guys.
Eco.
Can I stop you right there? I just looked through this person's tweets a little bit more, and they literally said the most obvious evidence of this character, this Twitter user being a incriminating individual is their bombardment of my pro-Voshite, and then in parentheses, a minority Twitter thread.
No. Here's the next thing that I have.
What?
Okay, wait, no. Here's the next best thing that I have. Okay.
Everybody
watch this. Here, we have another Afro-lefty post, guys. We have another Afro-lefty post. Okay.
Nice.
Maoism is closer to fascism than neoliberalism is.
Obsessed with aesthetics.
And then Maoism, obsessed with aesthetic, authoritarian state nationalism, neoliberalism, free market, freedom of speech, social freedom.
You do realize that communism directly opposes the free market.
Also, okay, no. So this guy's obviously using Echo's definition. Echo literally says in his own definition, something can have all of these traits and not be fascist.
Wow.
Like he just says like these are like what I think. Like I'd say basically just use parenti or just don't try to like describe it.
Yeah, parentis is the only one which like actually is like prescriptive. Everyone else's is like fascism is one
this
bad
tweet
thing.
Has been deleted. Okay, how many of these tweets have been deleted? Okay, this one doesn't look deleted. Okay. Dengus having so this person says boy 11 dies in bed after Texas home loses power, family suspects hypothermia, and then this person says
yeah. Click on the original tweet.
Is this one so? But Uyghurs.
Yeah.
Isn't it in quotes?
The fuck? I'm really confused right now.
I think he's being ironic.
No, yeah, I think he's saying that sarcastically, Game. He's saying "but Uyghurs" sarcastically. It looks.
It's in quotes.
Oh.
Whoops.
And then he's also like clearly being like ironic. He's saying anti-Semite and military-industrial complex good, China bad.
I just saw it in class. I didn't actually.
Gabe, you just got roasted, Gabe. Gabe, you just got fucking roasted.
I was just like,
Dangus?
What?
Isn't that what the mango emoji
means?
Is that what that means?
Guys.
That's what I thought. I'm not really
Vosh
sure.
has done more. Oh, yeah.
What has Vosh done for the... Okay, Vosh has done nothing for nobody because he's never led to any change.
He got Biden elected, Benji, single-handedly. Shut the fuck up. Fucking fucking tanky Coper.
If you
He created anarcho-Bidenism.
no, yeah. So my
This is
unironic take
also
about
true.
Vosh right now is that like if you think that like okay, so either you have to admit that he had nothing to do with Biden getting elected, or you have to acknowledge that he he is at least partially to blame for the deaths of countless brown civilians.
How so?
Because if you think that he's the reason that Biden got elected, and Biden is like doing these things and Biden is killing brown civilians through drone strikes, then you have to see at least some culpability in the hands of Vosh. So either you admit that Vosh didn't get him elected, or you admit that Vosh is at least partially to blame for the deaths of these Browns people.
This is
Vosh can take credit for all of the good things that Joe Biden does, but then when Joe Biden does something bad, then it'll be like, oh, well, Vosh wanted to push him left. This isn't Vosh's fault.
Exactly. He was like, I actually attacked Biden for that.
Which also, either way, like, Vosh didn't have any impact on Biden being elected or not.
True.
He's a random internet guy.
Who posted this? Did I post this one? I might have posted it. No, this was posted by Ivy.
Oh,
God, this crazy person.
Oh God, learning ideas vibe. Except any of the ideas caretaking.
This crazy person.
Yeah, don't read theory, guys. Just vibe.
The
dialectic
learn
or
its
Marxism or
vibe just
biopolitics
bothers me so much.
So true. Learn the vibe. How do you learn a thing's vibe without reading it?
How do you learn the vibe of feminism? You're just like, here's my interpretation of learning the vibe of feminism. Women! That is my interpretation of it. You just do like that. Like,
Yeah, women exist. Yeah, feminism.
Poor people! Like, how is this supposed to work? Like, that's just like some bullshit.
Politics 343 anti-Vosh action.
No, I am not going to align with you like over Vosh. Like, I don't fucking care because no, you know that Vosh is gonna somebody's gonna fucking clip this and then send it to Vosh. Like, you see, the fucking tankies will side with conservatives over us.
True.
So yeah, no, I'm not aligning with you at all. Politics. I don't like. I find you worse than I find Vosh.
Whoa.
Wow.
But he sounds like me.
Opinions. I find your opinions worse than I find Vosh's opinions.
But he sounds like me.
But he sounds like me.
As a person, you're probably more pleasant, honestly.
Well, yeah, but your ideologies are probably. I mean, as a person, I think you're probably more pleasant. But I think that your opinions are probably worse. Okay.
Well,
Greater than
I see Vosh more as a threat than Politics 343, to be honest, because Vosh is actively detrimental to the left.
That's true. But I see your personal political opinions as worse. But and I also see conservatives as a broad group as more detrimental to the world than I see Vosh.
I think
Politics 343 is greater than Mao.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
No.
We're gonna have to have an
intervention
here. Yeah.
So Bernie is better than Mao. So
arrow points. Yeah. Cat. So true.
Here come the tankies again. Tankies seething.
Unironically.
No, yeah, but Bernie is literally a settler.
I mean, being also like by what fucking metric? It's like, Bernie was a mayor and a senator who proposed a bunch of bills which didn't get passed and voted to bomb Afghanistan and Yugoslavia. Like, oh, sick. As Mao, created a fucking whole country basically, made it socialist, built nukes, fucking helped defend in Vietnam and Korea.
Gabe, I should agree with you. Should I quote tweet this and say true in death count?
That's actually that's a banger.
That's a really fucking funny take.
Sure, you could argue that Mao. You could argue that Mao did a lot, but have you considered Bernie have glove? Bernie have glove, and he's sick.
Right.
Have you guys seen the funny Bernie Sanders memes?
Mao has hat though.
True.
Well, guys, would it be funny if I said that Bernie had a higher death count than Mao?
No,
Yeah.
phrase it the way that you wrote.
Should I quote you and say no? Okay, should I quote you and say only in death count?
No, say
Yeah.
yeah, comma in death count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ever. Don't overly complicate these things, Benji.
I hope that we get called out for being anti-Semitic for saying that.
So true. You can't. And criticize as Jewish people. That's anti-Semitism.
You guys ready for a great ass take? China is fascists.
Okay. Well, okay.
That's an ass.
Genuine question: is China socialist right now?
I would say no,
Not
but it's not
complicated.
fascist.
It's not socialist.
It's not socialist.
Fascist,
It's not
but-
capitalist. It's not fascist.
capitalist. It's not fascist. It's China. It's
Yeah, I
weird
mean-
little thing.
No, like it's in like the place that like a lot of like pre-Marxist or a lot of like like I would say that like what it is like it is like at like a point where it can comfortably go to either capitalism or socialism.
Yeah.
And so
That's
I
an
would say
interesting way to look at it.
like it could comfortably go to either.
Capitalism.
And right now, I would say like the most charitable way that I could put it is that the reason it is there is because it needs to be able to respond like if like material conditions get to the point where like it has to go to capitalist and like they're doing it like like in my opinion like I think that they have like their foot in like both ponds like because like it is not really possible to be a major country and socialist right now because then you'll just get destroyed
Because
by the
everyone
United
else
States
is
and
going to just
NATO
fucking
sphere
obliterate
I
you.
the rest of
think-
the world. And
I think authoritarian capitalism is kind of a redundancy. Like
yeah,
it's
that
already
describes
inherently
literally every single
authoritarian.
capitalist country.
Well,
I think that China is like equally, if not less, as
Nah, they aren't ready for this one.
well, in certain areas, less authoritarian than
Okay, no,
the US or like
so the guy said the CEO of the left.
like France,
So this guy says,
and then substantially more authoritarian in other
Gabe,
areas.
do you not understand that Winnie the Pooh?
So true. But Zach, have you ever seen porn on TV here? Checkmate, liberal.
Is that a thing?
No,
Censorship was
because
the
it's
point.
censored.
Oh, fair.
actually, I've seen porn on TV in the UK.
Yeah, it's a thing in Europe. It just isn't a thing here.
When I was
I
in
don't
the
know
UK,
whether that's
I was
good
just
or
at like
bad.
this flat with my brother, and I turn it on, and it was somebody that say, "Hello, baby, would you like to see my tits?" Whatever. Holy shit! Here, wait. This is an actual thread. Vosh's fans reach oppression online. A thread. Vosh, since the beginning of his career as an online leftist activist, has accrued hundreds of thousands of followers and brought over thousands of people from the center and right, halting fascist movements. Vosh has halted fascist movements single-handedly.
Single-handedly halted the fascists.
Holy
The
shit.
reason why they
Guys,
like him
all
is
we
that
needed
he's
to do-
also racist.
Guys,
Yes,
when
exactly.
Francisco Franco was rising, all we had to do was say, no, but Vosh!
It was said, Mr. Franco, have you ever considered my arguments go better than yours?
Have you ever considered you could just be a dirtbag leftist?
Yeah, no, I feel like Vosh is kind of one of those people who's like, hey, like Democrats are like a a poison, and the corporate duopoly is like a whole mess, and then he is the corporate duopoly.
Guys, Vosh has been very electorally effective, from putting aside differences with Destiny to encourage his fans to help campaigning efforts in Georgia, which successfully helped elect 2 Democratic senators. He's literally saying that Vosh is... I'm sorry for yelling right now. No, don't nuke Vosh. That's gonna get us big. And also, you shouldn't nuke anybody. Here's an actual take. Vosh helped elect 2 Democratic senators in a historically red state.
Well,
Vosh's ideology contributions can't be unmatched, shifting understandings of anarchism and socialism, even dubbing it super capitalism.
My God, what?
Society.
Oh God. He's actually doing like doing Vosh is like an actual anarcho-Bidenism synthesizer, but like he isn't even doing it as a bit. He like actually thinks that.
It is a shame that after all that Vosh has done, he and his community are slandered by tankies, woke scolds, and fascists as toxic, bigoted, dumb, and unsafe for minorities, when that is far from the case. If you see Vosh fans being bullied, defend them. Make a difference.
Oh, make a difference.
That sounds like so much
make
work.
a difference.
It's so strange to try and like say this one guy is like he's changed, you know, the outcome of multiple elections.
I fucking hate this guy clapped Sigma Male.
Wait, why can't I find that tweet?
Ugh. Basically, this guy's like, I'm a dirtbag leftist, and then he just like, basically just like will be like, yes, sir, Vosh, can I please suck your cock? Can I please follow you? Like, he's, you know, he's like in like, okay, not only he's like, I'm a you can't be both dogmatic and a dirtbag leftist. That is my take.
Really, my understanding of the dirtbag left was mainly that it refers to a left that is more vulgar and less civil.
Well, I agree.
Like,
yeah. In my opinion, they shouldn't be dogmatic.
That's sort of what I understood it as,
No,
not really as an ideological thing.
No, yeah, dirtbag left is kind of like you know, yeah, don't like who cares about being civil towards like.
But also,
you know,
in my opinion, the dirtbag leftist did not. Well, it's not like towards fascists. It's just like in general.
Well, then I feel like I don't know. I just find it ironic that he's saying like, you know, I'm not going like. Well, I'm a dirtbag leftist. I can bully whoever I want. Don't bully Vosh fans. That's not nice.
Yeah. Any party that defends the sex industry and transgenderism isn't communist, period. None of them are going to be able to erase their complicity in this BS. If you can't define women, you can't talk about them, much less fight for them. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I like this take here, though. How compelling. Please face the wall now. That is a good response.
Like, wait, what? Like, what does that even mean? Some people just, like, say words to try and be transphobic, but they don't make sense.
Well, communism is, you know, at the end of the day, an economic ideology.
Awful fucking tweets shared with me. LGB Alliance USA at the start of Women's History Month. Remember, Stormy started Stonewall. They're literally just fucking doing revisionism and claiming that, like, some, like, white lesbian woman did Stonewall.
No, that's true.
It's true?
She was arrested, and because she called for help, they called for help because they were a black drag king. And there was a law about cross-dressing, essentially. But, like, yeah, I think that, like, literally the LGB Alliance, like, honoring Stormy, who was a gender non-conforming drag king, and, like, a lot of people that called themselves drag performers ended up, like, in the way that we see things now would be like considered trans people. For example, Sylvia Rivera called herself a drag queen, but later in life, was like, yeah, hey, I'm trans woman, as that terminology came about, because a lot of LGBT terminology
if you can't do it, I will.
Was didn't exist back then. But yeah, so they were a huge part of Stonewall, and they triggered Stonewall, but the fact that the LGBT Alliance is waving this around is really weird.
I thought that Stonewall was started by Marsha P. Johnson.
She was part of it.
Well, I mean, like, what, isn't she the one who threw the first brick?
No, that's like a story. She was she and Sylvia Rivera were huge parts of Stonewall.
Who the fuck threw the first brick?
Well, that's kind of just like a myth. That's just kind of like a...
Wait, but have you heard about the Stonewall movie where they show, like, a bunch of white men doing it, though?
You know that, like, story about that cop that was like, I'm so happy that I could take part of Stonewall and do this, like, be part of this important event. But yeah, actually, like, who threw the first thing is, like, heavily disputed, but I've heard...
Can I say that it was me?
Sure.
Okay, let's look at this next now. I'm sorry. Okay, we've been on this tangent for long enough, I think. Unless you're right. Do you have anything else to say, Leo?
No, I'm good. I just think it's kind of weird that they're saying that someone who could have, like, who in today's terminology would have probably been considered non-binary. I think they may have been.
Are you guys ready for this?
Hit me with it.
The USSR was a genocidal authoritarian regime and a horrible representation of socialism. I don't think making memes with their flag is much better than making memes with the swastika.
Oh my god. Like, in the first part, I was like, oh, and then in the second part, I was like, holy shit, relax.
You can't use the hammer and sickle anymore, guys. No, it isn't allowed.
I have a hammer and sickle necklace. Does that make me a Nazi?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Fuck, guys! Oh, fuck, guys, I'm a Nazi! Oh!
Nazi Jew, Nazi Jew, Nazi Jew.
Oh!
Nazi Jew.
Fuck! Ah!
Well,
fuck, I'm a Nazi now! Ah! Fuck, I'm gonna freak out, man! Whoa!
Shit, we have a hammer sickle in the background of our stream. We support genocide. Holy fuck!
Somebody quit game saying we support genocide.
Oh god!
God,
No! I take it back, except for the kulaks and Minecraft.
Maybe if you were paying for sex workers, you wouldn't be down so. Okay, this one I don't. Oh wait. Oh yeah. So this is a response to the guy. This is a response to the guy who said that anybody who defends the sex industry and transgenderism isn't communist. Who is trying to solicit trans sex workers.
What's the difference between the sex? I'm sorry, I didn't mean what's the difference. What's the connection between the sex industry and transgenderism?
Who fucking knows?
Because they're both degeneracy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically.
I guess. Yes,
also, there's a strong link between trans people and sex work. Just
but I feel like
just because, like, you know, that's what, like, a lot of underprivileged people are, like, forced to resort to.
You guys ready for some?
I'm so happy I caught myself before I accidentally said, "What's the difference between transgenderism and the sex industry?"
Oh, God.
Because that would have been unfortunate.
Are you guys ready for some great takes right now? By that take, I mean defending the Uyghurs by being transphobic.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
If Faye / Huh? Good night, Dad.
Oh yeah, the Faye thing.
If Faye got Faye / Fair in Fair bio, Fair finna deny the Uyghur genocide.
I don't even know what that means. It's not even English.
Neopronouns.
It's basically saying, like, if you have neopronouns, you're gonna deny the Uyghur genocide.
That's so stupid.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, when I hear the word fae, isn't that a fairy?
That's exactly what I thought, Zach. Holy shit, same brain.
Oh, like, No, I mean, genuinely, are they like LARPing as fairies, or is it like a?
Well,
No,
fairies are like the
apparently.
fae are just like traditionally like seen as like without gender, so that's why it's like trans people tend to like identify with that like idea.
Okay, so guys, here we have a good tweet. So here we are. MLs are not the enemy, you losers. You guys ready to read the comments of this? Every single time they've come to power, they've killed anarchists en masse. When their ideology cannot exist without me being dead, they are my enemy.
I don't think that's
okay.
That's true.
So true.
Well, it's not. But
Cuba killed 10 billion anarchists.
It's at least somewhat reasonable to have that opinion if you're an anarchist, although extremely authoritarian of you.
How about most of them want anarchists dead? Yes, so they are my enemy. Gabe.
Okay, yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, no, yeah, like most of these. Okay, historically, this is very inaccurate. Oh shit! Come on, we need to review more replies. If you're an anarchist of any degree, they surely are. The only thing that makes Leninism a benign ideology is that it's so unpopular, has a very small finding at its very core, and
all I hear is shit.
True, bestie.
I've seen enough MLs say that they would silence anarchists in their state that I'm convinced they are counter-revolutionary.
What?
Says the anarchist.
I don't know, man. MLs are irrelevant in America.
Kind of like
MLs are irrelevant in America.
Okay,
hey, no
that's
offense, but like
vaguely true.
No. Here. Person with globe emoji in bio says they're okay. They literally call themselves a neoliberal socialist.
Because that makes a shit load of sense.
Like maybe it's a bit.
Friend was like,
maybe it's a bit.
Was like, hey, no, it can't be a bit.
No, maybe it is. I'm gonna look up who Carl Levin is. He's a former U.S. senator.
Oh God.
No, it isn't a bit. That can't be a bit.
Here, finish your thought, Zach.
But yeah, my anarchist friend was like, hey, listen, like, you and I, we have, like, communist solidarity and all that shit, but, like, when the revolution happens, like, we're enemies. And I was like, dude, chill out. Jesus Christ.
No, we're working towards the same thing. And also,
yeah, exactly. Like
the way Marxist-Leninists view the state, I don't think that many anarchists would oppose if they just heard what that state was, because I think that the way I've seen most anarchists talk about their ideal society, I see it as oh yeah, the workers run everything.
Yeah, I mean
that's the same thing.
Well, my take is that anarcho-communism and Marxist-Leninism are borderline
they're similar, except for anarcho-communists or Marxist-Leninists without any theory, is my opinion. Without dialectics, at least.
I don't know. I feel without dialectics. It's kind of like they both think hey, we both want the same thing, but your idea is fucking stupid. We're both working towards the same end goal. It's just like your way of going about it. I'd love to give it a try if it made any sense.
Well, yeah. Well, the other thing is that they also just
but also
just inevitably end up doing the exact same things we do.
Shit.
I mean, no, if I were to be hey guys, I have literal
name for it. Yeah.
Hey guys, I have proof that anarcho-communism actually works. You guys wouldn't be opposed to it because it's it's the same.
Guys, I have some
it's all working towards the same goal.
On stream now, okay. So here's the image. It says Black Lives Matter and it has a trans flag, and then based waging war on the enemies of the open society while wearing proudly the symbols of progress.
Oh God!
Enemies of the
Real or not,
okay.
but the people likely hit with dismissal were probably never the most supportive of racial justice or trans rights.
Maybe not. Fuck you, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
You should have DM
Also, no, this is fucking hilarious. Unironically, this is fucking hilarious.
Ask them. Yeah, we already.
We haven't shown this on the stream.
This is literally like.
This is so funny.
No, I like this one.
Yeah. Is that meant to be ironic?
No, yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Wait, really?
It's like.
No, I'm pretty sure
it's like saying America democracy and then China dictatorship. Like,
that's.
I don't know if it's true, but it's funny. I'd say.
Yeah, but it's like
it's taken
on the side of China. It's on the side of China.
Well, yeah.
It is, yeah, for the bit. I think it's like actually like, oh yeah, China better.
Really?
But I would not say that.
China I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, sure. So here we are. Open link. Okay, here we are. I won't ever make a political. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's what it starts. Y'all saying?
Oh yeah. All this shit was funny, even though it was stupid to me. I was like, oh, this is just a stupid kid.
Dude,
they said a single anti-China post, and then had like a 25 thing fucking thread about like, don't attack me, sorry guys.
Oh yeah, here it is. China conditions and manipulates its own citizens into believing the government is godlike and can do no wrong. That's why the citizens are able to get close to the leader, because the leaders have nothing to fear when everyone is brainwashed.
Yeah.
So true.
Like, when you get into, like, people are brainwashed, I mean, you really could say that about America.
The
workers are brainwashed into thinking that what they're doing is okay.
Hey, have you guys heard of the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Or, like, what happened to Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like brainwashing.
It was such a minor thing. And also, didn't he, like, literally... Like, a veteran was like, I don't like it when you sit down during the anthem because it's disrespectful. And, like, the veteran was like, well, you can kneel instead or whatever.
Yeah, and then he started kneeling. Yes, that happened. Yeah.
So he was literally respecting the sacrifices of the American people or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fucking boo-hoo it was. So, school cock, stop downplaying cultural genocides challenge. So like...
The boys back in...
At least if you said tankies, it would at least make sense. But school cocks would say, what is the correlation between believing in school and then being genocidal? I guess, actually, arguably, probably because 99% of, like, people who are sane are pro-school. I can see
school is genocide, Vinci.
Oh, that's the take?
Yeah. Yeah, making kids have school is actually genocide.
I think that he should be.
That's not what.
And child labor and slavery and.
I think that anarchismus needs to like log off and go to school.
It's literally so true.
Okay, let's watch this Vosh clip.
Of whether the Holocaust happened.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The truth of whether the Holocaust happened. A power grab. Yes. Wow. Okay. Yes. Well, with that, I'm gonna piece. The truth of whether the Holocaust happened.
Well, no, this is out of context, so I can't.
It is out of context.
No, yes, I don't.
To be fair.
No, I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
Completely out of context.
I don't know what the actual context is, but it's still it isn't a good look either way.
Well,
school is not inherently genocidal, though. Like, yes, if you're against imperialism, say that you're against imperialism, and if you're against the imperialism done through the school system, then 100% be against that. I agree with that. However, what he's saying is that literally, like if you like
even
school,
then,
no, that is genocidal. But like, if you say that you like school, that isn't genocidal.
It's supporting genocide, but it isn't like doing genocide. That's not the same thing.
I think it upholds it.
That's
I don't know. I think that like
being
guys,
white. like is genocide.
Nah.
Like,
well, okay, well, no, it isn't like okay, no, those boarding schools are definitely enabling genocide. Being white does not enable genocide. Boarding schools for Native people, absolutely, definitely, or for First Nations people, are 100%. No, I know. What I'm saying is like he literally saying that that school cucks are downplaying cultural genocides. Like, it's just like dumb.
Oh, okay, I see. He was specifically talking about about cultural genocide. Okay,
and then Natalia. Here comes from Natalia Anatova. Let's just show off her in another tab. This beautiful woman, this beautiful fucking awful woman. Oh, what's that? Oh, who's that she worked for? Okay, whatever. No, there's just a lot of fucking great shit here. Especially she says Biden blows away some asshole, like kills civilians, and then
woke billion.
In air quotes, yeah.
Leave violent Shia extremists alone. And then here's the great part I wanted you guys to see. I'm out. I think the airstrikes were justified. You guys ready for this? You tankies can finish fighting the Syrian civil war.
Yeah. Those damn tankies always advocating for genocide to be stopped. You know, when I hear the word tanky, I just think, those motherfuckers that don't want genocide.
I just think that
tankies evolved from commies that supported the Soviets.
Opposed illegal, unjustified wars.
From commies that supported this. What?
Holy shit! He says that Max Blumenthal is a tanky. The fuck is Max Blumenthal?
I've heard that name before. I think he's a liberal.
An American journalist, probably a liberal, yeah.
Well, he's a regular contributor to Sputnik, so I don't know. He might actually be.
He starred in a movie called Democracy Now!
Well, Democracy Now! Is like a pretty decent...
That's a website, isn't it? Yeah,
it's like a news source.
It's a program.
That's a news source. A program. That's a fancy way of saying,
but tanky literally just means nothing.
Website
tanky literally just means nothing now. Like,
yes.
Tanky is completely a meaningless word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I am against leftists I am against people who like bad leaders solely for like the purpose of them being communist.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here we are. We have one more, guys. This one is from Bad Leninism Takes. Less legit probably going to be a board against at this rate. The more I take away my knee-jerk tendency towards campism, the less sense MLism takes.
Okay. What? Yes. I'm anti-campus, so I will become a board against. If anything, that's just like campism times 10.
No, yeah, I don't know what campism is, but I agree. Big if
it's
true.
Basically being sectarian.
Yeah, big if true.
Yeah, that's the same.
Okay, so yeah, so that does it for that section of the stream tonight.
Fucking big if true. Upvote if true. If not, sorry I said anything.
Come on, nobody liked our and death count tweets so far. You guys all told me to tweet that out, and now it has 0 likes.
Oh, I haven't even...